Hello everybody and welcome to this Howitzer review. Today I'm going to be telling you everything you're going to need to know about Howitzer. And as always, if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll also be leaving a discount link in the description of this video so that you can always get your money's worth for Howitzer. So Howitzer is essentially a tool that you can use for Reddit to target potential customers, either for your business or company or anything that you really do. And it uses a very interesting way to do that. Now, typically on Reddit, you have, two regular options that people will do to market their things. One is what we call organic marketing, which is where you use the inbuilt features, basically how Reddit is meant to be used, and you make either posts or comments on other people's posts marketing your own company or business. However, there are a few negatives to this. Now, a lot of subreddits are moderated, if not all of them, and for this reason, a lot of them will have rules set in place, and a lot of them do not allow self-advertisement. So going onto people's posts and commenting that, your business is here, there, the other, this will usually result in your Reddit account being banned or, restricted or muted or stuff like that, specifically from that subreddit if they choose to ban you. The other potential option that you can do is known as paid advertising. And this is basically where you use the inbuilt tools that are in Reddit. And this allows you to basically send advertisements out to people so they can see it on their Reddit page. However, this also has a few caveats. The issue being a lot of people have ad blockers. And it's been estimated that between 35 and 50% of all Reddit users have an ad block installed of some form. So this immediately means that if you go for the paid advertisement, which is already expensive in and of itself, you're already limiting yourself as to how many people you can target your business at. So Howitzer decided to think of what they could do in order to get around this and find the most effective way to market through Reddit, because Reddit has over 500 million users, and basically being, missing out on finding those people that are all split into great categories is a real bummer. So this is what Howitzer did. Howitzer basically is a targeting program, and what it does is it finds people that you can specify via keywords, specific subreddits and stuff like that, and it will target those individual people that have all of the enjoyments and things that you want to target. And it will just send out messages to their private messages in Reddit. And this means that it can't be blocked by adblock. It's completely free, and you can just send out and talk back to them in your own time and really target as many people as you can in a really quick and efficient way. So let's go ahead and jump into the software and have a little look. So we're instantly greeted with this dashboard. I've already started up a user campaign, so as you can see, it's found 100 users, and hitting show results, it will show you a large amount of people with their username, the subreddit that they were found in, the keyword that was specified to find that person, a title for a post they made, text, sentiment, link, upvotes, and extract. So once we've got these information, we can then target these individual people. But moving down a little bit, we then have the message automation campaign, which if we hit more info, it would show us, information about message automation that is sent out to these specific people, but we'll set that up a little bit later. And then the campaign history. So as you can see, if I refresh this, it says total 0, but this is any campaigns that we do have active at the time. It will basically give us our status, messaged, reply rate, started at, duration, and actions. Now, the reply rate is claimed to have about 41%, which is actually really, really good. For the amount of people that it gets, if you get 100 people, as you know, simple maths, 41 people will respond. And it's very easy in order to get that amount of people. So what we're now going to do is go ahead onto the target users area and hit target by keywords. Now, this, as you can see, I have already done, but if I discard this list and hit yes, I'm going to show you the process of which I did to get these people in. So the first thing that pops up is you can have a lookup for specific keywords. Now, this allows you to put either contain all or contains at least one. So if I had 4 different keywords, I can either find people that have all of these keywords together, as you can see, or only one. So one will obviously get you a broader amount of people, and all, if you want them all, it will give you a much more, in-depth and more niche and specific targeted people. But it's completely up to you about how you do this. It's nice to know those two options are there. Then you can also look up subreddits. Now, as we know, there are 150,000 subreddits on Reddit, which is an absolutely insane amount of people. And the fact that, as I said, 500 million people divided up into a very large amount of subreddits, targeting on Reddit is almost an opportunity that you just cannot pass up. And that is something that, Howitzer have definitely jumped on, and it's very, very, very good. So you're then able to look up subreddits. Now, if I then typed in, say, Microsoft, for instance, it would then take a few seconds and then it would load the suggestion. So there's the official Microsoft subreddit. We'd hit on this, and then obviously technology and Microsoft are then put up. It does give you a few suggestions. This is up to you if you use them. And then you're also able to look at all users that either posted or commented on the subreddit, posted or commented. So you can really classify it on whether you just want them to be posting and stuff like that. It really depends on their individual engagement within that specific subreddit. And obviously being able to target people who are posting will probably be slightly less involved, because people who are commenting are actually looking at all of the posts, and posters, may just be asking a question and only looking at theirs, but that could be played from two different sides. It really is up to you. Then you also have posts and comments in the past 24 hours all the way to all time, going up in increments of either a week, month, then 3 months, 6 months, a year. And then you also can hit all time if you wanted to. And then you can select only people who talked. So realistically, if people haven't said anything, it won't target them. But if you do want to target people who haven't said anything and are already just in the subreddit, then that is also a possibility for you to do. And then once you're done, you simply hit get users, and what this will do is do some targeting. So we'll wait a few seconds, and the exact same list that we viewed earlier will pop up and allow us to view all of the different people that we have found with these specific categories. So here we are. We've got a username of a large amount of people. We have the subreddit that it has fetched them from. It has the keyword that that person specifically relates to, a title of their post, the text in the post, sentiment, link, upvotes, and then extracted from whether it was a comment or whether it was a post. And we obviously have 100 people, which you can then view in your dashboard if you so wish. There's also the option to target whole subreddits if you do want to do that. This is also an option that we can do in the target by keyword section if we so wish. And then at the bottom here, we have the option to view our targeting history. And as I showed you earlier, I'd already done one. So we have 2 different histories of targeting things, and we can show it when it was started at, finished at, how many users, and whether it's finished, and then the actions here. Under Reddit user lists, if we hit create list, this allows us to create specific, categories of different people. So if we hit, say, group 1, very simple, group 1, then we hit save, we're able to import specific users that we like into these Reddit user lists. So if we hit action, and then we can view all of these different things. We can do add, combine, intersect, exclude, split, or clear, but we don't need to do any of those at the moment. All we want to do is view it. Now, this is basically, you can import users. Obviously, we need the growth and scale, but this will basically allow you to import a large amount of people that have a specific thing. So if you wanted to target people with different interests, but you still want to use the same thing, you're able to categorize these into different things, different sections. So obviously you'd be able to have a group, say, interested in tech, a group interested in, let's say, astronomy, a group interested in food making, and whatever you really wanted to do, you'd be able to then target individually depending on the aspects of your company. One other benefit of using Howitzer is it really requires very little input on your end until you have, specific customers that it's found and potential people that are interested in your business. So it will obviously send all them out on accounts that have a high amount of karma or 2 high amounts of karma as well, because obviously it wouldn't want to target people that have low amounts because they could be untrustworthy, they could be bot accounts, and it doesn't really want to waste your time with all of that, which is very, very useful because Reddit is full of bot accounts, and being able to just basically wipe all of those out with one simple addition is great. But obviously you can go into your account, and whenever you're finished, you're able to then look at essentially your DM list, and once somebody has replied, you're then able to individually reply to that person in your own voice, in your own text, instead of sending them an automated message. So obviously if you didn't want to communicate with them, or they had a question or anything like that, you would be able to, and as I said, if you didn't want to, you don't have to, but it is definitely, the option is there, and you can do that in numerous things. You can go onto your inbox, and then you have all of your people, all of your chats to display. You can view the campaigns that they're a part of, the tags that they have applied to them, and then all messages. You can have a little look at ones that haven't yet got a reply, ones that people have specifically answered to, ones that you haven't opened at all that you might want to have a little look at, ones that have had no interaction or received a reply or anything, and then ones that, as you can see, suspended chat rooms that either the person may have been penalized for something, or something's gone wrong and you're no longer able to communicate to that specific person. Howitzer also does have a Discord thing, so if you do want to join their Discord server, you are able to do that and get help with anything that you might need. Very, very useful. Then, very, very quickly, if we go to the top right, we have the option to view any information about our profile that we want. This is basically where you can set your email notification settings, any campaign information that you might have. You can sort of either pick to receive that if you want to get information. You can also send an email to yourself when you have unread replies from people that you've contacted. You're also able to send daily unread emails and stuff like that. Obviously update your password, simple stuff like that. Then you also have the option to view a roadmap. So if you want to know where Howitzer's going and what they're doing in order to make the program even more effective in Reddit marketing, you're able to do that. And then finally, you obviously have the options for subscriptions and log out as well. But that is more or less it for Howitzer. So now it begs the question, what do I think about Howitzer? And in all honesty, I think that the way that they've tackled, the issue with organic marketing and paid marketing is very, very, very clever. It takes a lot of ingenuity to think of something original, and they've absolutely they've achieved this, definitely. In addition to this, Reddit gives out over 2 billion posts every single year. So being able to target pretty much every single one of these is just, as I said, an opportunity that you cannot pass up. As well as that, the interface of the actual website itself is great. Anyone can use it. And the fact that it gives so much opportunity to so many people, experienced business people, people who are making startup companies, it is absolutely brilliant. And I can highly recommend Howitzer to anybody wanting to use, Reddit marketing in order to market their business in an unorthodox but very effective and very clever way. But thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.